Hey, welcome to the weekly wrap-up live.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us from YouTube, X, LinkedIn, hopefully, and Instagram, hopefully. Did you click go live?
Yeah, no, Instagram we're on. I've got that up and going, and yeah, definitely LinkedIn. So hi, everyone. We've got a bigger audience, and of course, we're in getting started in crypto.
We are indeed. And it's been another good week for signals and getting started in crypto. Lots of targets getting hit. I noticed you and our other signals expert is in there publishing plenty of signals and catching up with the ones that are hitting target.
Yeah, definitely. So we're doing huge figures this month. So it's definitely October in at GSIC.
Excellent. That's good news. How is Bitcoin looking otherwise?
Bitcoin looks quite delicious. Can we say it like that? It's like...
I suppose so.
So Bitcoin, we have this pattern still happening. Now we're kind of in this momentum at the moment. So we could be here, could be a flat top, could be like I had it, a wedge. So if it's a wedge, we're at the top of the wedge. We really want to cross that 70,800 mark. That would give us a more bullish outlook, and we'd have a bit of a resistance up at that 75k mark that I keep talking about for months and months and months. We're almost there, almost this close, like literally this close. So that's kind of what's happening. So we need to kind of break this region here for it to be this third wave going up to the 75. We need to hold 63,700. If not, it can come all the way down to 60,500 and still continue up for that next fifth wave. So that is what we are looking at for BTC at the moment. Ideally, we'd like to go up from here. We may just crawl sort of sideways and just have that sort of momentum happening. And hopefully BlackRock or one of the ETFs buys another $1 billion this week. That would be nice. So
okay, looking good. Is that the same across the market, or has Bitcoin just been dominating it?
No, we've had, well, alts have been good over the last couple of days. So we've had a slight pullback on the BTC Dominance, which is, I've got the chart up at the moment. We can see that we're just sort of crawling up and hitting this resistance. Now, I'd like to see it to get to about 60% before we do get a pullback, and then we get a complete and huge alt season, but looking really good at the moment. So yeah, for just crawling up, like one step up, one step down at the moment for that. Also, the total crypto market cap is almost at the resistance. So just be careful with that, because we may get a pullback across the board depending on how this goes. So that's at about 2.389 trillion. And ideally, we want to break through that, but I'd say we'd probably pull back first and then break through. So that's what that one's looking like. And the total two, excluding BTC, is looking mighty nice as well, and probably have a bounce. So once we get that pullback on BTC on that dominance, we'll get the alts running a little bit more, up to about 1.119 trillion for alts. You can see how much BTC takes up of the market. So BTC, ETH, and all of those, like, it's such a huge percentage of this market.
Absolutely. But in general, things seem to be following the plan and the lines and the squiggles.
They are. They're looking really, really nice. ETH, again, is just kind of hanging out. It could be still have one more wave down. It's uncertain as yet for ETH. So this is the daily. Ideally, we want to break through this resistance and head up. One that has just done that is Solana. So yeah, I'm going to go the daily on this one as well and just show you how it's moving. It's just broke out of that. If I put the same resistance that we've got on ETH. So Solana's just had that break, whereas ETH is still underneath. So I do expect that ETH will start to move at some point. It's like sleep, I think. It's in a Snorosaurus pattern, not a Stegosaurus pattern. So yeah, it's just asleep. Then we've got Solana's just broken out. So I would anticipate ETH is about to do so as well. So yeah, looking really good. Do we have some alts?
We do. I was just having a look. Sorry, whilst we were on ETH, because I know in the back of my mind that we've got the Pectra upgrade. That I don't think that's happened or fully finished.
No, it hasn't. So one of our writers, Daniel, wrote about it in the Moonmag. So let me just find that.
Yeah, I'm just having a look myself. Yeah, postponed to 25 to 2026. So I can't see straight off the bat any more. Expected to occur in Q4 2024. So
yeah,
that could be significant for Ethereum and help it push up potentially.
Yeah, most definitely. So and that's not far away. We're nearly at the end of October. So essentially, like, there's 2 months to Christmas. Just to put the panic into all the mums and dads out there that I'm going to buy presents from Santa Claus. So yeah.
Of course. Okay, yeah. So alts. I know I've got a few on the inbox here. Have you got some lined up?
Yeah. So I just want to jump across to the Moonmag quickly. We can see this is issue 35, and you can read all about the Pectra upgrade that we were just talking about. So my internet's super slow because I keep cutting the internet around here. They're building next door. But yeah, so this is it. It reads like a magazine. You can just flick through. If you've got your sound on, it'll even make the sound effects. So yeah, get reading the moonmag.com and yeah. Awesome.
Also, I can tell you that in the next episode, next issue coming out on the 8th of November, we will be having a Pectra update from Daniel as well, article. So
yeah, perfect.
You can get plenty of info there.
Yeah, so there's, you can head over to the Moonmag. There's like, how many magazines have we got now? 38 magazines, and you can go back through, read about all of the, how to trade, projects we're watching, so many things. So yeah, really worthwhile heading over and subscribing.
Absolutely.
It's free too. It's free. All we take is your email.
All we take is email, yeah. It is free and it's a very good magazine, 38 months in now. So we've been around for a while.
We have.
Now, going to alts, did you say you've got some lined up? Because there's a few.
No, have we got some requests?
Okay. I don't know if you want to scribble these down, and then we'll go through a little advert break. YGG.
Okay.
PYR, XRP.
Oh, I don't know why everyone likes XRP. It doesn't move. It's a bit like Ethereum at the moment.
The other one was NEO, NEO.
All right, perfect.
All right,
I'll get those up and we'll be back in a moment. don't forget to sign up to Getting Started in Crypto.com. That's what you just saw. And Lisabot.trade is our bot that does all of our signals automatically once you set up your API. Can't even speak today. So, yeah, I've got some alts up and ready to go.
Let's do it.
So this is YGG, sideways forever, hasn't gone up yet. So potentially that's the pattern, but still sideways. So let me go up to a daily. It hasn't broken pattern, which is a good thing. And when we have a look at the daily, it's curling up quite nicely. So we do have the 100 and 200. So ideally, we want those to swoop, and then obviously green goes up like that. So it's still very, very much in that pattern. So looking good for YGG. Well, PYR flatlined. It's on a 15-minute chart, so it's going to be flat. Let me go up to a daily, see where we are. Take some of this stuff off. Gone. All right. So on the daily, we're hugging the 100 MA. That's a really strong sign that this is increasing bullish momentum. Ideally, we want to break through and we want to retest up to the 200, which is at 3.59. It's looking good to do that. So if we drop that down, we should be able to see that it has flipped that as support. So if we go down to a 4-hour, we can see when we scroll in here, we have flipped that as support. So that is looking mighty bullish to me. So if we were going to break out at this point, let's have a look. So we've got, we need to break above 2.978 for this to be bullish and continue. That's our pivot here for this wave. I'll make that in a dashed blue line. Like dashed blue lines are always my pivots. So as long as we can break through that line, which is 2.978, this is a bullish chart and it will continue up probably to 3.96 for this next wave. And then we have XRP. I don't know why I've got that as the DXY. Okay, so sideways again forever and ever and ever and ever. So far it's held this red support. There's enough waves in there. This is probably David has asked for this, hasn't he? So David M from the GC group loves this chart.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I guarantee it's David. Hi, David. So yeah, so as long as XRP continues above this red support, so anything, if we do get a pullback over the next little bit where we're coming up to a resistance on that total crypto market cap, and if we do get a pullback with BTC in the pattern for that third wave, XRP must hold 51. If not, it's potentially going down to test that lower support, which is still bullish for XRP because this region down here at 38 is essentially the bottom of this pattern, and this is still bullish. So we ideally want it to hold at that 51, or it's continuing down to about 42. So just be very aware of that. And then the last one was NEO. So NEO has two patterns where potentially it can reject and come back down and do a lower low or do a double bottom or break out like a lot of the coins and tokens are from here. And if that happens, that is going to be around 17 for NEO. So it would look something like 1, 2, coming up, probably a 0.5 coming back down up to there, and maybe to a 786. So it might go to around, stop at around 17 or 19, almost $20. So, and it's got a really nice curl. So if we're looking at alt curl, Neo definitely has that happening at the moment. So, and that's what you want to be looking for, because that means that the momentum is starting to change. So, and gradually get more bullish, obviously. It means liquidity is increasing. So yeah, it's looking really good at the moment on all time frames for Neo.
Okay, we had a couple more from outside the group. Did you have time to run through those quickly, or?
Yeah, let's do two more.
Yeah, I just picked one from, so YouTube, let's do MKR.
MKR.
And over on Twitter, X, we've got TEL.
Was that 360 trader that did that?
It's not, but
that's his favorite coin, isn't it?
He's a big fan of TEL.
Yeah. So this is like MKR is potentially a really exciting chart, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute, because have a look at this. This is all matching up and aligning. So we've got the stock RSI, where we can see that it beautifully matches this pattern. We've got the traditional RSI, which again beautifully matches this pattern. Then we've got the MACD, which again beautifully matches this pattern. And as long as we hold the support in any pullback at around 391, this is going to be absolutely massive. So I'm going to drop it down to a 4-hour and see how we are at the moment. So we're still underneath MAs. We're not bullish as yet on the 4-hour. I'll drop it down and see where we are. We're just starting. So we're just starting to change that momentum. So yeah, potentially there could be a nice bounce. It would need to break kind of above. First pivot here is 1401, and then the next pivot is 1649. So break above those two for MKR. And what was the next one? Oh, it was TEL.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of sideways. It's had a pullback right back down to about 0.9, which is, quite a huge pullback. That was our bottom. So I'd say that's a wave one, come back down. Whoops. Just wants to jump out at me. Hang on 2 secs. YGG's jumping out at me. Yeah, so potentially from here, we've got enough waves happening. So we haven't broken the bullish pivot yet. So this bullish pivot for TEL is at 24. So as long as that bullish pivot breaks, then we're looking good to move up. We're just hugging the daily 100 MA at the moment. So ideally the next stop for TEL is at 222, which is the 200 MA, and then a retrace, and then should continue on. But yeah, potentially after this wave, it's looking like potential coming up to this region. So we should get a higher high, and that is sitting at 80 with a few zeros in the front, obviously, for TEL. So yeah, it's looking good as well. We're looking quite bullish across the board for alts. I don't think pullbacks are going to be major. And yeah, likely we should break through that total crypto market cap after hitting some resistance, and then a bit of a breakout. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Anything else you wanted to say? Any final words before we wrap up the wrap up?
Just make sure you've got stop losses in case it does completely melt down. So protect the profits, because, obviously when you're trading, you're putting effort and work into that, and you want to get paid for doing it. So have a stop loss and protect the profits, or take some profit. Do something a little bit wild.
And let us know what you spend it on as well.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks everyone for joining us across the various social media platforms, X, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Instagram, and of course from started in crypto.com. Thank you for joining us. You can carry on the chat with us in the live chat in the group if you like. Otherwise, for everyone else out there, have a good week ahead, and we will see you soon.
Cool.